And we are back with more Silent Hill F. Last time we left off, we have the Sacred Sword now. We have the save points for divergence between the unpurified ending and the purified ending. And yeah, today we are going to aim to get both of those endings, so we can then move on to the final New Game Plus. Order of operations will be that we'll get the non-purified ending first, and then we'll purify the sword and get that ending. We're getting the unpurified one first because, like, I don't know, like if we go to the endings here, view endings. Yeah, it's like purified the sacred sword or didn't obtain it are the conditions here, which are kind of wild because you'd figure that the sacred sword would, like, be kind of important. Whereas this one basically is just obtain the unpurified sword and then take any red capsules. We still don't know about this one. Yeah, so we're aiming to basically get this one first, then we're going to get this one, and this is going to be the canonical one that we do going into the ending for this one. All the fun, am I right? Okay. And I really hope that I didn't subconsciously take red capsules at some point during this playthrough, or we are kind of screwed. And because we made multiple diversion points here, we're going to use a manual load. And we're going to ignore the autosaves, because that's what we got to be careful about, because one of these might be like... We test purified the sword at the end of last recording. So this time around, we're going to make sure that we load up... Okay, so there should be... Let's see... Alright. 1205, 23... Wait, why is that? Wait. Okay, well they're all the same playtime, so these all should be the same despite their slightly differing timestamps. Okay. And this one basically we can then overwrite eventually because we have purified the water correctly. Okay. Yes. Not screwing anything up. Fingers crossed. Okay. We have the sword. If I go over to equipment, we don't have the thing that says that when it's purified that it loses its magic ability. So, alright. Let's go ahead and beat this game for the second time. Assuming I know what I'm doing and where I'm going, which I'm going home. We're gonna go through that one dungeon that I'm probably gonna have to keep an eye out for, the whatchamacallit stuff. The, that wall door that vanished on me that one time. I'm gonna find out what's behind that door. Or that wall. Well, the door that's behind the wall. But okay. Enough of that. Let's go ahead and keep on running here. I'll be curious how effective the sword is. For anyone that's been watching my climb to Elden Ring, I do love me the katana. Even in Final Fantasy XIV, Samurai is basically my main class there. Although I mix it up though. It's like all the edgy stuff. It's like I do like Samurai, Reaper, and Black Mage. Oh no, you don't. Yeah. What the? Oh. Major banging going from next door. Okay, good. Oh, we can't pick up... I guess it's not a full sledgehammer. Alright. Go through here. Okay, so this way, we have to go through the playground if I recall correctly. Oh, there we go, here's the playground, bandage, don't need. I do wonder if anything new would be around for context, given this is kind of where we first learned about the boy we saved as a kid.
早く手当てしないと。ありがとう。
大丈夫か。子供を噛むなんて許せねえ。ただ殺してやる。
早く行って。もう町に迷い込んじゃダメだよ。僕は固定機って言います。君は？私はひなこ。清水ひなこ。
そんなこともあったな。どうして今思い出すんだろうな。
That's one of the many reasons to be nice to animals. Not only is it the correct thing to do, but you could end up in divine shenanigans. Okay, Higashi. Old medical record. Notes. While the request for emergency transport was being made, I was left alone in the examination room with the patient. During this time, he briefly regained consciousness. When I rushed over and he began calling his name, he responded, Kotayuki. So that is my name. It is not uncommon for patients with high fevers to experience disorientations. However, this young boy did not show any signs of distress. He remained expressionless, his face blank like an unmoving mask. His eyes were blank and glossy, not unlike those of a doll. At the very least, I did not note any of the usual symptoms of fever-induced disorientation. Immediately after, he again lost consciousness. As I did not accompany him, I do not know the details of what happened at the prefectural hospital. Although such an episode can likely be attributed to a temporary disturbance in the patient's memory, as a long practicing physician of Ibis-Gauka, I cannot help but be reminded of the local phenomenon, the fox possession. Yep, so he was definitely possessed by a fox. Probably the one that we saved from, like, them being like, beat it up! And we're like, no, don't beat it up. Have you tried not being a dick? Ooh, toolkit, nice. Okay, don't see anything of interest back here. Wait, you wanna jump over? Wanna get stabbed? I will honor your wish. Oh, dried carcass, not bad. I do wonder how much I should really care about this stuff, since we're going off to the final fourth ending, we're not going to be using this particular branching path. Okay. I guess we can just keep running. Alright. But we do want to save just to make sure that we actually keep progress up. We know now that we can overwrite this one. Yes. Cool, cool. Okay, that dead end. Okay, we want to go... Here we go. Should strike it down. Oh no, don't need the kitchen knife. Dang it. Okay, good. Go back to using our axe for a bit. Dang it. Okay, stamina back. Okay, nothing over here, nothing over here. Path is opened up. Excellent. Yep, return to the Shimizu residence. Like I said, we're probably going to ignore a lot of the objects since we don't really need them per se. should just be... Yep. Let's run past them all the way. Though no way these guys can keep pace with us, so... Is this our house? Yeah, okay.
血もやられてる。どういうこと？廊下、襖、間取りが全部変わってる。何なの？もしもし。
清水さんのお宅でお間違いないでしょうか。岡本水産でございます。毎度ごひいきに預かり誠にありがとうございます。
もしもし。
I wonder if that's implying the eventual, dad boss fight? Okay, we need these seals. Okay, this actually looks a tiny bit maybe different. The sword and the fox fought, battling upon a set of scales. After a long and vicious fight, the fox fell to the sword. In the aftermath, their seal upon the land vanished without a trace. The sword raised itself heavenward, and the scales now dedicated to the rising sun. Now go, white bird, fly away and never come back. The white bird took to the air and flew towards the horizon, becoming a silhouette against the setting sun. Now, nothing remained upon the land. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead, save here again. Yes. Alright. I will admit not fully remembering the order of operations here.
Shu! そこにいるの?
There we are, that's our calendar.
この日付、何か大事な日だった気が。開かない。待ってろ。
Okay. So let's see. So we're gonna have to go through all the different time ways. Cool. At some point, there'll be a hall here. When we see a door, we take it, no matter what. Don't need there. I forget if there was a seal here or not in this particular version of things.
お父さんたちの部屋。
And the divine water. Again, not going to concern ourselves too much about items since, I don't say it's a bit of a throwaway, but, like, I think the current plan is to get the Corrupted Sword ending, then, after we basically create a branch save with that, just in case. Then we'll reload the save, get the Purified ending, but I'll probably edit out, like, I'll probably purify the sword, and then just skip forward editing-wise to, like, where things change. Dread carcass? Wait a minute. Offered up the other. I shouldn't get hung up on those items. Well, maybe I should. I don't know. Okay. Enshrine. Dread carcass, yeah, like just in case. There we go. We won't bother spending anything, though. Alright. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, through the time portal.
私の家どうなってるの？
Okay, if memory serves correct, it was like down here and to the left? Because there's the Barfer guy here. Hello, Barfer guy. Okay, that one's stuck. Ramone... Yeah, I guess. Sure, why not? There we go. Washing machine flyer. By memorizing, or be mesmerized by the swirling dance of washing water. State-of-the-art electric washing machine. For the housewife who knows best, washing machine of the future. Brought to you by electronics pioneer Toranami Denki. KM2 model, 29,800 yen. I thought last time we were here, something different happened. I thought this is the room where, like, our dad threw the knife at us. Okay. Okay, get out of your system there, guy. Out of the way. Don't need the sickle. Junko's bed is here, just like it was back then. Oh, okay, this is her room.
どこにいるの？
Letter to Santa. Dear Santa, I've been a very good girl this year, and so I would like a ray gun, please. From Shimizu Hinako. Aww. There have been times when I wished from the bottom of my heart that Space Wars could continue forever. But as we grew older, the Galactic Imperium stopped sending in new forces. We're still proud members of the Space Army, and will always be on standby to defend the Earth. We still call each other partner like the old times. Even if our classmates laugh and say that it's lame, our Space Wars have yet to come to an end. Okay. Wonder the sword. Okay, the sword's not healed yet. Hello. Okay, good.
おままごとに入れてって頼んだら入れてくれなかったんだって。
あらあら、気の毒だったね。
ひなちゃんは男の子と遊んでたから女の子のお遊びには入れてあげないって言われたの。誰そんなこと言ったの？後でお姉ちゃんが叱っとくから。
純子およし、かわいそうに男の子と遊んでただけでひどいね。
女の子嫌い。ひな子は女の子嫌だ。男の子になる。
この子はもっと小さい頃から男の子とも女の子とも遊んでたからね。
昭和って不思議な時代だよね。どうして子供の世界では男女が冷やかし合い互いに拒絶し合っているんだろう。学校でも異性と話をしただけでバカにされたり冷やかされたり、私はそういうのが昔から理解できなくてのけ者にされてた。男子とかくれんぼしたい時もあれば女子とお人形で遊びたい時もあった。でも男子は私を女扱いしてあんまり仲間に入れてくれなかった。女子は私が男子と遊んでるからって仲間外れにすることも多かった。お姉ちゃんはそれをひな子は見えている世界が違うのねって言ってたっけ。でもそんな私にも 私のことを女扱いせずに遊んでくれる初めての親友ができたんだ。
おい、それお前の人形だろ。落としてるぞ。宇宙作戦本部応答せよ。新たな巨大 UFO を確認。直ちに迎撃に向かう。
Aww. Okay, new calendar. Kutsuti. Sure. Okay, we can't interact with our doll. Don't have any warning scribbles near her? No, okay. That's a new calendar, but at some point we need to start getting the, grab that chocolate. Need to be able to start grabbing the, the emblem seal things. Which the first of which I believe were the connected to the paintings. Ah, here we go. Now, here was the first one. I remember now because I forgot to take this one.
昔これで遊んでた。飽きそうなところがある。
Alright, let's measure these things out here. I'm just gonna put things there randomly for now. If I recall correctly, it was all like... Nope, nope. Okay, I did change that a bit. There we go. Hello. Oh, didn't realize this one's looks like a face. Scales plate. A wooden block with a slanted scale painted on one side. Wonder what it's for.
何？
Alright. That one got. Calendar got. We can now time jump forward. Okay, how's the sword doing? Okay, sword is fully healed. Remember one of these that like the side door busts open. Suspicious hallway. Don't think I've forgotten. Okay, good. Clear them out. Nico's diary. Just shut up, Dad. And you too, Mom. This is my decision. No, our decision. Don't act like either of you gets to have a say in this. I won't become like you. We won't become like you. I know you have ulterior motives. I'm just a pig to you, aren't I? Fattened up and ready for slaughter, huh? You think I care about your money problems? Don't try to change the way we feel. Oh, did she run away with the dude that was possessed by a fox because there's a different arranged marriage, maybe? Okay. I can't open that. I always feel conflicted on arranged marriage stuff. Like, I remember helping getting one of my Japanese friends out of her pre-arranged marriage, but then a different Japanese friend of mine, like, essentially, like, the planner for those, the matchmaker, like, huge family friend, I stayed at their place, and, like, I've known a couple, basically, of couples, of friends' parents in Japan that, like, met via matchmaker, and it's like, they're kind of glad they never had to worry about all the stuff of, dating and everything, which, yeah, it's one of those things, like, I don't know how to feel about it. Like, it still feels kind of weird, but, like, you know, if everyone's consenting to be arranged, and it's just, like, a formality, it's like, you know, What right do I have to come in and kick down the doors on stuff? Still glad I helped my one friend out, though. I think I made the right decision. Hopefully. Hopefully. Okay, so still can't get in there. Okay, we'll leave the dry carcass be for now. Again, I say for now because in this run-through, this is not going to carry on to the final thing. So I will have it saved just in case it needs to be saved somewhere for, like, progress, like, task keeping? Track keeping? For remembering what is what. Okay. Yep, down the Barfy hallway. We should come across the weird goo. No, get off me. Okay, yeah, we'll control. Oh, there's the hose. Okay. This can come in handy. More so than the bandage. Dang it. Alright, creepy head thing. You still around? Yes, you are. Still don't fully get your deal. I should leave right away. I wonder if whatever this thing is going to come up in the final ending. Or actually, in hindsight, I wonder if there's an homage to that one bit from, I think it was Silent Hill 4, The Room? The giant thing inside that small area just kind of staring at you. I have not put a lot of time into, oh yeah, the bird pattern, into the room. Excuse me, Barfy boy. Okay, I feel like we're missing something here. We've yet to trigger a scene. But hallway? No, not yet, not yet. Every time I'm in this lit version, I will always check that. Okay, won't budge. I already checked things out from this angle. But what if? Nope, okay. It's gonna live rent-free in my brain until I finally find out what's behind that, like, disappearing door. I did remember them being here. There we go. Kind of. Alright. I guess we can do crowbar for a bit. Okay, smells horrible. It's a kitchen knife. I thought basically the gunk of wax would have been in here. And I guess we did get the propane hose, but I thought there was another thing to be found. Ah, here we go. Yep, the block of wax. Okay, nothing down there, nothing over here. I guess we might as well save. Okay. Every time, I'm gonna look. I'm gonna see if that thing that's causing my insanity ever comes back. Okay, we can't get to there. Can't get to here. We have 2 of the bits we need to go forward, so let's just time skip again. This should be the water version. Or the smoke version, yeah. Which I think this is where the portrait puzzle comes in. Okay. Can't open up the bath here. I do wonder if there was something I did in the other version that, like, the other versions of this realm that opened up that hall door there. Yeah, okay, and this one overwrites the initial thing here. That is the initial, like, layered version. I checked all the doors on this side. Oh, no, okay. One of these is the, where we melt the wax. Okay, Inari Sushi. Somewhat divine water. Since Inari Sushi is basically elixir. Okay, here we go. And then... kill. And again. Okay, good, good. How you doing, sword? Okay, still healing. Can't open. Okay, good. I don't need a bandage. I guess we can swap out the beat up axe. Free full repair, basically. Okay, no good, won't budge. Okay, this is where we initially got that one cutscene. Or not cutscene, the semi-scene. Okay, this should be for the paintings. Yep, fix that. Ominous photo. I don't know why, but it appears that each photo can be rotated. There might be some kind of connection to the writing on the group photo. Oh, this time around, Sakako is not scratched out. No, neither is, Shu. I thought it was, like, only us last time that was crossed out. Like, Hinako only. But interesting to see who's scratched out and who's not this time. Maybe an indication of who will be spared next playthrough for the final ending. I'm still on team Sakako lives to the end because she has magical powers. Okay, Ramune, don't need that. Okay, well we know that we got... that, we can leave that be. I guess we can save though. Alright. No mystery door. Okay, through the time portal then. And put up a dim. Yep. Wait, no, that's not. That's normal bath. Which version are we in again? Oh yeah, Barfy Man down that way. And I think we did already get the scales. Ah, this is unexplored yet. There we go. Don't need the antique comb. Come on. Here we are. Okay, picture me.
なんか見たことある気がする。思い出せない。
Of course. Stuff like that is why we have things on easy. Okay, I don't think either of these open. Okay, good. Alright, we should be good to time skip. Because yeah, if we go down this way... I thought this hall was blocked off. No, here's, yeah, the initial scale puzzle. Alright, good. Okay, go through here. Bright world again. But you know what that means. Magic hallway. Nope. You know what, I'm not going to save. Not yet, at least. Because last time, that's how we turned off the hallway. Alright. Excuse me, Barfy boys.
Maji? それ冗談だろ。
大マジ。
そんなやつ俺知らねえよ。覚えてもねえよ。第一それが急に今頃になってわけがわかんねえよな。
どうしようか。相棒はどう思う？
それはひな子が自分で考えて決めるしかねえよ。俺が口出しできることじゃねえし。
おかしいよね。それに私女扱いされるの嫌だし、相棒だって似合わないって思うでしょ。だよね。私も似合わないって思うし。
そう決めつけるなよ。答えを急ぐな。悪い癖だぞ。もっと時間をかけてゆっくりと考えろ。心を落ち着けて静かに心の中の自分と対話しろ。
そうだな。相棒の言う通りだ。
大丈夫か？また頭痛か？お前は悩み込むとすぐ頭痛に出るな。我慢せずに薬飲めよ。ひどくなってからじゃ遅いんだからな。
買ったやつ全然効かないんだ。
そうか。また俺が見繕ってやるから、お前の体質に合ったやつを探してみる。
ありがとう相棒。やっぱり頼りになるな。
いいか？どんな選択も焦って選んだら必ず後悔する。じっくり考えるんだ。それだけは絶対に約束しろ。
お姉ちゃんにも同じこと言われたよ。分かった相棒、約束する。
Okay. Blackbird and sword plate. Oh, because the sword's on the other side. Okay. A wooden block with a blackbird painted on one side and a katana on the other. Wonder what is it for? Yokon, we don't need. Okay, it doesn't seem like anything else here. I don't remember that being a thing last time, but maybe I got distracted by the magical door. Maybe it's an indication that magic door is open. Pardon me, Parker boys. Oh wait, no, I do remember that lady spawning, but okay, that's not open yet. Okay, Katana's back to full. Okay, good. No special item. But dang it. What is the secret door? How do I open you? I am not going to get hung up on this, not again. Just we're gonna do a quick thing here. Up, yeah, bandage, up, I was running away from dudes. Then I casually went this way, and boy, sure don't expect the hallway to be here suddenly. Nope, in fact, there's nothing there, so I'm gonna make a full circle, even though that's not what I did last time, and guess there'll be no hallway. I should say, it'd be a shame if a hallway were to appear there. Alright, shame. Dang it. That's gonna be the mystery that haunts me to the end of, like, I'm gonna get all the endings and that the hall's never gonna come into play again. And I'm gonna look online and people are gonna be like, what hall? There's no hall there. And I am just... Thank goodness it's recorded, otherwise I'd question my sanity even more. To watch it not be in the recording. Then I'll go to a doctor. Okay. So... Flip the parents. And flip Rinko. Okay, Whitebird and Fox plate. Alright, cool. Now that I think about it, though, I think one of the things we got actually is to open up the door with Shu behind it. Okay, save again. It's like, you licked me, if I recall. Good. Higashi, was there actually anything over this way? Doesn't look like it. But okay, should be able to open this up. What? Oh wait, maybe that's the very final thing we do. Okay. Alright. I think the sword won this time around. The sword raises itself up, and the scales are now dedicated to the rising sun. Whitebird took to the air, and nothing on the land. Okay. Wait, no. There we go. pine tree emblem, a wooden badge, and then a grave pine tree design.
ひなこいるなら返事ぐらいして。シュウ君が来てるって言ってるでしょ。
相棒、調子はどうだ？
調子って？私調子悪くないよ。
最近学校でも上の空じゃないか。俺たちが話しかけてもぼんやりしてるし、悩みすぎてまた頭痛がひどくなってるんじゃないかって思ってさ。
全然。
そうか。
うん、心配しすぎだよ。ごめんね。お手洗い行ってくるね。
うん。ひなこのお母さん言ってたな。最近隠れて何かを読んでいるって。これがそうなのか。ごめん、タンスの裏になんか見えたんで。
読んだ？
え？
何も読んでないよね。忘れて。週には関係ないから。
何も読んでないよ。というか字なんて何も。
ごめん、帰ってもらっていい？今日は体調が悪いの。
お前さ、
帰って。
分かった。また明日。
Poke. Alright. I do see the... Wait, no, that's a pencil sharpener. I thought those were pills. Glad to see Hinako's keeping clean.
私おかしいのかな。心がね、自分でも不安になるくらいにすごく大きく早くおかしくなっていくの。サクコに聞いたらそれは恋なんじゃないかって言うんだけれど、本当にそうなのかな。私が想像していた恋っていうのはもっともっとじっくり温かで酸っぱいんだけれどほんのり甘くてくすぐったくて、そういうものだと思ってた。でもね、今の私はそれとは全然違う。これは温かで酸っぱくて甘いんだけれど、まるで誰かに足をつかまれて沼の底に無理やり引きずり込まれるような、そんな感じなの。とても心地いいよ。でもね、なぜかずっと心のどこかで怖さも覚えているの。これは本当に恋なのかな。私だけが特別なのかな。あなたはどう思う？ねえ。いや、わからない。でも一つだけわかるよ。あなたのその気持ちは多分週に感じたものとは全く別の、全く異形の何か。
It do be like that.
私とあなた、どちらもひなこだけれど、きっとどちらかが間違っている。お願い。もし私が間違っていたなら私を殺して、ねえ解放して。さもなきゃ私があんたを殺すから。
Well, I think that settles who's the real one. Though it makes me wonder if all the mannequins, though... Oh, here we are. Shu's knowledge of medicine rivals that of a veteran pharmacist. From ingredients, efficacy, to the medicine that best matches your body. You name it, he'll be able to tell you. You consult him with all those pains that come with growing up, like headaches to acne, and just like that, he'll recommend you medicine and also give you advice on daily lifestyle choices. Rumor got around that listening to Shu's advice really does make acne go away, and now he's really popular with the girls. I suffer from frequent headaches, so Shu gives me medicine based on my symptoms, and it really helps out. We've always had this unspoken rule that we shouldn't view each other as boys and girls, so we've always called each other partner growing up. But with time, our bodies slowly develop into that which we rejected. If I start viewing Shu as the man he's growing into, I feel like our precious relationship will come to an end, and the thought of losing him absolutely petrifies me. Shu is probably also starting to have the same thoughts of me, but he still treats me as his partner. I swear that I wanted to stay by Shu's side as his partner, but not in a romantic way, or not in a romantic way either. But at the same time, there's some strange part of me that wants him to acknowledge me as a girl. Okay. That's what hindsight. Our sister has updated, stuff. I once went to see Junko in the hospital when she was pregnant. Her morning sickness was so bad that all she could manage between vomiting was groaning. Her hands were rough and chapped, and her face looked as though she had aged decades overnight. When I saw her like that, it was as if the sister that I adored had disappeared. This is what marriage does to a woman. It makes you end up like Junko, like Mom. See the dad update? I used to think that it was just my dad who was like this, but after listening to all the married women around here complain, every man seems to be just as bad. All their husbands are as short-tempered, just as violent, just as useless, and do just as little to help out their wives. After learning this, every grumpy-looking old man in town I see reminds me of him. When I think that I was born and raised to just support these horrible tyrants, I lose all hope. If everything works out, they're going to give my father a lot of money. I'm sure he's desperate to use it to pay back his debts. My father is selling me to pay back his debts. And the mom thing? A woman's happiness begins with marriage. She told me that every opportunity she got. Am I supposed to believe that she's actually happy with the life she has now in this house? Today, my dad threw a knife. It got stuck in the tatami mat. There are chips and dings all over the house. Every last one of them is from when he threw something. Is that what happiness is to my mother, seeing her house in such a sorry state and full of scars? Oh, okay. Alright, let's go ahead and save. Alright, let's go. Not exactly free Shu, but go on to the boss here. First aid kit, which we don't need. Antique comb, don't need. We don't need to save right away again. Toolkit. Sure. Oh, wait. Okay, so I'll script it over. Higashi. Thanks for that. Okay, I think we're good. So far seems the same.
Hinako, 遅かったな。今から始めるところだったぞ。 誰のなんだと。それではご一同様、包丁のさえをどうぞご覧くださいよー。なんだその言い草は。
So far the same, but we've been psyched out before. I guess. Come on, come on. Oh! Didn't expect the mom to parry. Ouch. Quite a bit of damage. Probably use. Well, let's use the first aid kit. Why not? Okay. Switch weapons. Yep. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Ouch. Swing. Charge. Let's go with the basics. Ouch. Oh. Okay, so time to reenact that from the other side. I do wonder when things are going to be different.
これを飲みなさい。少し楽になるはずだ。
私は一体。
まだ体が馴染まないのだろう。よくここまでこらえてくれた。
これでは皆様に愛想をつかされてしまうでしょうか。
そんなことは私が許しはしない。少し血色が良くなった。君の体にも合うようだ。先祖の霊に備えた米と水を混ぜ合わせてこしたものだ。神聖な力が宿っている。
もう立てます。ありがとうございます。
そうか、気をつけて。行こう。君のために用意した一番大切なものがある。
はい。
Nice, so far the same. I doubt anything special has spawned, right? No lore? Okay. Let's double time this since we have 2 endings to get today. But like I said, basically when it comes to the purifying one, I'll edit forward basically to that, so... Like, I'll edit forward to new bits. I assume that most of this will probably be the same between the 2 endings, but, you know... If I catch something new, then basically I'll keep it. But again, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We still have a regular ending to get first. And let's go ahead and save. Oh yeah, this puzzle. Alright. Prove your intent with the crest 3. Choose what lies deep within your heart. Let the flying fox guide your soul. Offer the crest and lay bare your soul. Okay, but where's the actual puzzle? The white bird flies free from her cage. Her shadow follows close behind. The fox raises a lantern as he watches him fly away. There's nothing he can do now. Okay. Ah, yes, this one. Okay, okay. I remember now. Okay, where is... Here we go. Oop. Scroll of pity, rejoice, for you are saved from that world of filth. I just now remember that I should keep an eye out for any marriage door. Yep. Take you down. Nom. Okay, another one down. Lord devour all the souls. Not seeing any new lore though, at least not yet. Take them out so I can check that room. Okay, nothing standing out as particularly new here. Oop. Oh, Shriveled Abrage. Again, we're ignoring those for right now. And no new lore. Okay, no lore. Trying to remember. I think Blood Door is a way out. Okay. Black Sparrow crest, a badge with something carved into it. Looks like a black sparrow. Okay, good. And again. Oh, can't open it. What? Okay, this one? Yes.
宴は終わりましたでしょうか。やはり皆様ももう少し楽しんでいたいですよね。
And one should be appearing here. There we go. Alright. Don't see anything there. I wonder if they reduced the number of statues in the room because it's on easier difficulty. And neither of the doors are marriage doors. Skull of Pity, rejoice, for you're rid of your foolish friends.
リンコもシュウも愚かじゃない。
There's a T. Hopefully not coming through on the recording, but it sounds like next door is having a party. I hear music blasting through the walls. Okay, don't see... There we go. Where's your injury, Fox? Here we go. Scroll of Pity, rejoice, for your good fortune, for the compassion bestowed upon you. You have been chosen by destiny.
喜ぶかどうかは私が決めたい。
Alright, through here. Take you out. There we go. Ah, nice and smooth. Give me a lore. Okay. Devoured, bandage, no, that's not lore. Comb, don't need, at least not right now. A bit surprised I have yet not come across a marriage door yet. I don't recall one here, because I mean, I think at this point we would have already had the brooch. So even if there was one, we would have already kind of plundered it. Okay. White sparrow crest, a badge with something carved into it. Looks like a white sparrow. Okay. Need one more. Alright, let's see. Which one of you has an interact button on ya? Okay, Inari Sushi. I guess the Inari Sushi could be good. Yeah. That's elixir basically. Ooh, here we go. Which, yes, okay, so it looks like we've already plundered this one. Higashi, which we don't need. And not seeing any lore, because we've probably already... Oop! Diary of an Infatuated Boy. I'm embarrassed that I, a boy, was rescued by a girl. But I can't forget her face. She's all I think about. I can't even focus on my studies. The one thing I do know is that I can't talk to my mother about this. I wonder if I can run into her again if I hang around outside. Her name is Shimizu Hinako. If I ever find her, I want to call her name and see her turn my way. I want Hinako. I need her. I need her. I want to hold her in my arms. I'll make her my wife so she'll be mine forever and ever. I'll be able to do anything I want when I'm her heir. That's what my mother said. If I become the heir, then I can make Hinako my wife. Okay. Letter from infatuated youth. Hinako. There isn't a day that goes by that I don't think of you. Hinako. How much more beautiful have you become? Hinako. You're taking over all my thoughts. I can't tell whether you're a goddess or a demon. Whenever I close my eyes, all I see is you. I haven't gotten a wink of sleep in days. I keep doubting my sanity. You're the only one who can save me from this sweet yet wretched hell. You're so precious to me, so lovely. I can't forgive you for putting me through all this heartache. Hinako. Hinako? There. Alright. Okay, that's just Higashi again. Okay, so not really any new lore, but definitely additional context of how much the fox-possessed boy that we saved is in love with us. Okay, no interaction there. Okay, which one of you has interact? Interact? Oh. Oh, there it is. Scroll of pity, rejoice, smile, serve, obey. For every last drop of blood shall be sacrificed.
私はどうしてここに
Okay, divine water. Okay, and you're saying that door. Ah, yes. I vaguely recall this now. We need to defeat that thing inside and we get talked to by our sister. I need stamina badly. Oh yeah, we need probably the drain? Yep.
純子さん。
お取り込み中ごめんなさい。ひなことほんの少しだけ話がしたいのだけれど、よろしいかしら。
では。
お姉ちゃん。
まだ生きてるのね。
うん。
しっかりなさい。
しっかりって。
未練は拙速では立てない。そう思い時間を与えたけれど、生きていてもいいなんて考えてないわよね。そんな甘えは許さない。殺せ。必ず。
もう少し外していた方がいいかな。
いいえ。お時間をありがとうございます。それではこれにて。
姉妹で語り合えたかね。
はい。
それでは行こうか。
Fox mask crest. A badge with something carved into it. Looks like a fox mask. Okay, this.
あなた様のお印ですね。
Okay. Should be good, should be good. Okay, don't see any new lore. Alright, puzzle time. Okay, let's save. Since it's been a while. Alright. Lantern. Okay. We go here, it does. Yeah, okay. This will be the easier of the two. Prove your intent with the grocery. Okay. The white bird flies free from her cage. Her shadow follows close behind her. The fox raises the lantern as he watches them fly away. There's nothing he can do now. Okay. No. Okay, it's probably these two? Nope. Then... doop. Then... doop. Hey, first try. Okay, saving again. Okay, so close to the end. Well, kind of close. Mostly close.
This is your property. さあ君も。では始めようか。
はい。
I still remember the scene from the first time where it's just like, oh, you silly girl, we're supposed to exchange rings first. Silly girl and not looking down away. More just, I do like him being amused, being like, that's not how it's done.
これで最後だ。よくここまでついてきてくれた。
一緒だからここまで来られました。
もうわずかの辛抱だ。
はい。最後まで。
Skip to the chapter of Resolve. Skipping progress will not affect the story. Trophies tied to action difficulty will not be unlocked if skipped. Sure. I mean, I assume if they're giving this option, that means that there's no new cutscenes. Oh, yep. Oh, yep, closed. Over. Okay, Katana still needs some rebuild up again. We can do kitchen knife for a bit. We're almost at time for today, but obviously things are going to go a bit long because we're going to try and get the 2 endings wrapped up here. So that way that next time we can move on to New Game Plus. We're in the home stretch here, so should be pretty quick. Are they? And I think they're fine. Okay, don't see anything new here. I guess in hindsight, I kind of wonder... Is it possible to get to that, the twisted tree that we saw from before? Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Looks like basically the path is quite literally sealed off. Alright, let's swap out beat up crowbar with new crowbar. Don't need the bandage, don't need the Yokon. Oh, I still like how pretty all this is. Okay, flames shoot up. Bring the fight begin. Now that's already down. Hinako can take everybody in a knife fight. Okay. Thankfully this one's very straightforward, with the middle arena unlocked. Dun 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 dun. All the running.
もう決めたんだ。私は止められない。邪魔するな。どけ。
Yeah. Lick. Okay, sword is fully charged. Okay, crowbar for a bit. Don't need the bandage. Run, Hinako, run! To the ending of the game, let's go! Okay. Anticomb, dried carcass. Nah. This is gonna be basically its own like little branch here. I did save, right? Yes, alright, good. You know what? We'll do this twice, just because. Okay, divine water. It would probably be that save area that basically I'll probably skip forward to in editing for the second ending. I suspect from here on out is when things start to diverge from our initial playthrough. More so than they've already been. No. Again, swap out the broken kitchen knife with new kitchen knife. Excellent. There's no lore over here, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, none of these are lore, but toolkits, we do have 9 of these things. But I think all our weapons are, you know what, sure. Bam! Can I use toolkits on this? Who knows? My sword! Oh, never mind, it's a pipe. Let's go. Throw it all on the ground, Hinako.
なんてしぶとい。そんなにもあなたには未練があるの？
私であって何が悪いの？ 私はまだ、いえ、いつまでも私でいたいのに。
あなたの気持ちもわかる。不安よね、怖いわよね。でもそれは乗り越えられるものなのよ。
乗り越えるかどうかは私が決めること。誰にも勝手に決めさせたくない。
もう遅すぎるの。あまりに遅すぎる。これは
遅いも早いもない。
Like the doll being like, too late, Hinako's mine. I have been wondering if, like I said, I think in the first playthrough, I wonder if the dolls are representative of the poison water dragon, aka the corrupt god, or like, you know, maybe the like divine tree or the corrupt sword.
Shimizu Hinako が決断した。それが大事。お前殺したはずなのに今さら私を惑わせるな。もう遅い。遅いも早いもない。これは決断。清水ひな子の決断なの。決断は私がした。私が求めるものは新しい性。お前は消えろ。決断は私がした。お前が消えろ。清水ひな子に戻れ。
花嫁にはふさわしくないワイだ。
あなたは一体何者なの？
その言葉はそのまま返そう。君こそ何者だ。ひな子に何がついた。どうやってこの聖域に入り込んだ。正体を見せろ。ひな子信じてたぜ相棒。お前なら絶対に示せると思ってた。自分の本当の気持ちをな。汚れめ、どこから入り込んだ。
just more imagining this from the like real life version of just Shu coming in and hitting her fiance with a baseball bat. 'Take some heal over time tea. I'm gonna keep doing this. Get some stamina back. Okay, can't hit him. Secure ability. Ooh, okay. Okay. I mean, cool up to the ad phase. Ad phases are always a bit boring. Eye on the weapon durability this time around. Alright. That's that. Okay, almost all the reds out. Oop. Okay, durability is still looking good. That said, I wonder if the red basically is like corruption. We're about to defeat him with a corrupted weapon, though.
自らの人生をあなたのように激しく生きたいのです。
みんなは男の求愛をしてる。何より私ではないのか。
私の幸福は私が決める。他の誰かに与えられるものじゃない。
Sorry. Half reading, half fighting.
お前と宇宙戦争ごっこで遊んだことを思い出した。だからお前は俺とヒナコの戦友だ。
早く行くといい。私が宇宙人の役になって君を食べてしまうこともできるのだからね。
また会おう、戦友。
I want to say, "Aw, Mr. Fox has a happy ending." But given I didn't purify the sword, I don't think this is gonna turn out to be a happy ending. I'm waiting for that post-credit scene where they drop the being like, "And here's what you get for not purifying the sword." Although it'd be funny if not purifying the sword is like the happy ending. You were supposed to keep it magical. How dare you purify it? Rely on other powers beyond your ability to understand. So I'm waiting for that other foot to drop. Let's like let the credits play out. I mean, things make more sense also so far. To a certain degree. I mean, I'm trying to think how to describe it. Like, basically any lingering threads are kind of done. The only thing really is the water dragons. I can see that kind of being like the final thing to really finish off the fourth ending. Kind of play a boss with like the whole, like, you know, one of the heads of Yamanote no Orochi! Like, stuff like that. Because, I mean, like, you know, how did Mr. Fox get corrupted? If he was corrupted, because, I mean, he was losing the red fur throughout the boss fight. But again, we're using a non-purified divine sword, though. So, be curious to compare and contrast. I was making a save with this, basically a branch further down, but so like, you know, like I said, I think I said it before, but hopefully it'll be recorded in the end title screen sequence. But the save file probably, I assume, is supposed to be like New Game Plus for all the different endings, so. Again. So far it feels like the happy ending. That's I'm really waiting for the other foot to drop. I'm not going to try and skip the credits, because there is always that concern of, like, if you skip the credits, does it skip the post-credit scene? I think most games now know that people don't want that and avoid it, but I still remember a time when it would still potentially be the case. So, you know, gotta be careful. But yeah, I mean, I would say I enjoyed this second run more than the first, both due to combat just being easier, sound easy. But also I felt like more of the story was explained. But where the previous ending felt unsatisfying because it kind of left things being like, what even is real anymore? Hinako had a drug problem all along. This ending feels almost too generically happy for a Silent Hill ending. My first time ever playing Silent Hill 2, back when it came out, I got the in the water ending. Like, I expect a bit more bittersweet endings to my horror games. Not that a happy ending's, you know, a bad thing, but like even Fatal Frame games a lot of times, like, you know, it's bittersweet. There are losses along the way. Other foot dropping. Oh! Did Mr. Fox's shrine actually exist in the real world? I'm assuming the evil part is the fog hasn't lifted. Water dragon, right? Called it! Water dragon! Now that said, what was the penalty for using the unpurified sword? Usually, in a game, when you don't purify something, like, you purify cursed objects, and cursed objects tend to have drawbacks, so I do not see... The only drawback I see so far is that, like, the geysers erupted, and, you know, the town is doomed. But... I mean... In reverse, the implication there, though, is that, like, well, if you purify the sword, the water dragon's gone. It's like... Not really, because they're sealed, like, deep beneath the lake and everything. And all that jazz. Like, the water dragon isn't the sword. And if it is the sword, then what the heck's in the fourth ending? Like, because everything's kind of wrapped up pretty nicely at that point. The only downside to this ending I can kind of see is it being kind of like Hinako went the complete other direction. Like, instead of retreating into drugs or adulthood, she retreated back into being like her kid self again. Like, going back to the status quo with Shu and nothing really has progressed and, like, you know, ran away from her future as an adult. Like, the drug ending is still that, but like, it's the adult way of running away from your problems. So I almost kind of wonder if the purified sword ending is like being a proper adult. But honestly, I can't imagine that boss fight being any different for the purified sword ending. Like, the boss fight was pretty... again, on the nose, almost to the point where it felt almost too good ending. Like, I know in the end it's like, the town is doomed, oh no, but like, that still felt too good. I am tempted to skip this part, but we won't. Just in case, because I can't remember if the previous ending had 2 post-credit scenes or not. Like, I remember the cops kind of being like, you know, she stabbed people, go get her. But another thing I wonder about, the reason I think this is like retreating into childhood, is that like, she's still in her school uniform, as is like mostly Shu. But the drug ending kind of implied that she was in her 20s, and like already in a marriage dress. But yeah, the only like lingering thread I can think of is the water dragon. So yeah, I'd be curious what New Game Plus Plus has to offer in terms of like things being different. Because this filled in more in the blank, more of the blanks. But I still kind of I think by filling in some of the blanks, it kind of took away some of the horror. Because we know that there are other girls kidnapped to be married by the gods, and like, you know, wasn't it like they found their faces like split open, and there seemed to be a sacrifice thing going on that wasn't really addressed in this ending at all, of like actual human sacrifices. Which might have been what would have become with us, but like, Mr. Fox seemed pretty open about like just normal loving us, like, you know, one-sided, and he didn't handle it healthily, but like, he didn't want to destroy our lives for rejecting him, like, how dare you, rah! And like, no, he's just like, I don't know what you want, I thought this was the process, but I guess I did the human stuff wrong, so roar, I'm a god. Let's do it the way the gods do, which, I mean, you know, gods are dicks, but like, I didn't get the vibe that, like, Mr. Fox is bad. Even Shu's like, you're not a bad guy, Mr. Fox. Mr. Fox is like, I would still eat you if given the chance, but you're an alright guy. Get out of here. Again, it feels almost like too happy. I think it would have been different if they showed like the geysers erupting and like people fleeing. Like, I think that would have driven home more of the like, there's the bad part of your ending. But again, I don't know what to expect now from the Purified Sword ending. Also, my sword never really came up canonically, like in the cutscenes. It was still Hinako with a steel pipe to the very end. So it's like, why was such emphasis put on the sword if it never... I mean, again, maybe it... But I mean, it can't come up more in the other ending, because that ending is either no drugs and purify the sword, or no drugs and don't find the sword at all. Okay, let's go ahead and give this... Bam. Bam. Alright. I'll put those down there. Okay, looking good, looking good. Okay. View endings, picture, okay. The fox wets its tail. A hell of your own choosing. Nothing else matters. Now. Is it, though? A hell of your own choosing? That seemed to be a pretty nice hell. I mean, up till the town being evacuated, but, like, they didn't imply that Hinako and Shu died during all that. So, okay. Let's go ahead. 1856. Wait, did I overwrite? Oh, no, that's autosave. Okay, whew. Okay. Playtime 1739, 1739, 12, 1739, 12. Excellent. Okay. We're going to go ahead basically and purify the sword, and then I will keep playing, but basically edit things forward. And, well, they'll be after purifying, so we're first going to purify things here, and then you'll see an edit cut. I will still keep talking like I'm actually recording it in terms of, again, I don't know if I'm going to come across new stuff and go, oh, you know, good to know. But the plan right now as it stands is that I will resume the video being connected back to the main recording right before the final fight in that like little save room area. It's alright, let's first walk over here. Walk up here. Time to purify the sword. I might end up consuming a lot more of my repair kits, but that's fine. Alright. Can I actually grab this, nothing but it? Yes. Alright, let's purify. Oh, and I'll let the cutscene play out again, since it was at the end of the previous video. Okay, cool. That should be basically the... Yeah, once the sacred side has been purified, it will no longer provide you without any protection. Likewise, it will no longer repair itself when sheathed. Instead, you'll need to rely on toolkits. Okay. So, alright. We'll go ahead, basically. I'll have a little pause here for me to be able to cut forward. And, yes, I will see you on the other side. Here we go. 3, 2, 1... It didn't have us telling the fox to, like, hurry along and, you know, don't get lost on the way out. Diary of Revenge. On the 21st, 13 Ebisugalka residents were brutally killed in broad daylight. The police department has yet to find the killer. Kinshu Paper, Morning Edition, May 22nd, Meiji 13, 1880. This is a truly horrible incident. Police investigations pulled up nothing, and construction on the large-scale dam began soon after, drawing a whole new workforce to Ebisugalka that rapidly developed the town. Before long, everybody had forgotten about the mass murder. I, however, have not forgotten. There is something very peculiar about this incident. According to multiple eyewitness reports, the killer was a giant of a man, over 2 meters tall, who had covered himself head to toe in tree bark and roots fashioned into a kind of armor. On top of all that, he also wore a no mask. He marched around town preaching the following: "You worship false idols, the foxes lead you astray. Destroy their foul statues. If reverence is not given to the divine tree, then that water dragon shall arise once more to bring calamity upon this land." The man then proceeded to butcher everyone in his path with a katana. I'd wager that the perpetrator was some kind of divine tree faith fanatic. To the followers of the old practices, the transition of faith from the divine tree to the Inari statue is surely seen as an unforgivable act of blasphemy. It is entirely possible that the giant guise he wore was to replicate the giant monk who founded the religion in the Kamakura period. According to another eyewitness report, we also know what happened to the man in his final moments. This too, unsurprisingly, has been made out into some kind of divine happening. A thick fog swept in, and from it appeared a pack of eerily glowing foxes. They circled around the man, surrounding him, and then everything was swallowed by fog, leaving nothing behind. What juvenile drivel. So, they didn't want to give up their worshipping power, which helped cause the water dragon to reemerge? Diary of Revenge. My father had the courage to call out the town's religious group for the embezzlement of local taxes. He died in an accident shortly after, and those crooks claimed it as Inari-sama's divine punishment. I abandoned all faith and became an atheist from that day on. I don't believe in the gods or Buddha or divine punishments or stupid curses. Instead, I turned to research, and I began delving into the local history of religion and folklore. My goal was to expose their precious faith for what it really was, a bunch of wild tales crafted to suit their manipulative needs, and ultimately, get my revenge. I write this journal like some kind of final message now due to my steadily deteriorating health. From the beginning of this month, my appetite has drastically decreased. Even after 3 weeks, I still don't get hungry, and any attempt to force food simply results in vomiting. 2 days ago, I tried to eat some rice porridge to no avail. I threw it up soon after. More concerning was that there was something moving around in my vomit. It was a larva of a locust. Yesterday, I woke up in a sudden fit of choking coughs. It left an odd squirming and scratching sensation in my mouth and throat and mouth. Turning on the light, I spat out what I had coughed up. It was a grasshopper and a cricket. Surrounding me in my bed, I found another dozen or so insects crawling on the sheets. I had coughed up all these bugs. I can't go to a doctor. If anyone were to see this, they would immediately claim it was some kind of divine punishment. I woke again in the early hours of the morning, to a painful fit of coughing and countless bugs spewing from my mouth. They come out of me and crawl up my curtains and scutter around my floor until every inch of my room is covered in a gleaming, writhing carpet. I'm nothing more than skin and bones at this point, yet my head feels bulbous and heavy. Whenever I move it, I can hear a dry chittering inside me. My head is full of them now, or maybe they're eggs. I had a headache that I felt like my head was going to split open just moments ago, but it went away like it was nothing. My cough and the insects are getting progressively worse, however. I don't think I will make it through the night. I refuse to believe this is some divine punishment for questioning the gods, though. Who in their right mind would believe such nonsense? I don't know, man. That sounds like divine punishment.
見送りなんていいぜ。じゃあまた明日な、相棒。
あ、相棒。
お前はお前らしいままが一番だ。周りに流されるなんて相棒らしくないぜ。
そうだな。私もそうだと思ってた。
ひなこ？すごい音が聞こえたけど。
気のせいじゃない？全然知らない。
あ、その服どうだった？可愛かったでしょ。
言ったでしょ。私にそんな可愛いの似合うわけないって。だからさ、もうそういう服をもらってくるのやめてよね。恥ずかしいんだからさ。
そうかい？じゃあよそにあげようかね。
うん、それがいいよ。
ひなこにとってもよく似合ってると思ったんだけど。
シュウは悪くない。私が望んだことなんだから。
Inigo's Diary, April 6th. My big day is tomorrow. I can't back out. I'm scared. I want to run away. I don't get it. Why is it already here? The door! The hallway! Secrets. Show me your secrets. Okay, not what I expected. Ooh. Ooh. Homomori Cuckoo. Greatly increases damage inflicted while in a near-death state. Interesting. Yeah, I don't see anything else around here. How very cuckoo. Okay, I guess that's it for this room? I wonder if there's like a hint at the, wait. Can I focus on the blood and make it, like, melt? No. Okay. I guess there is a bird statue. Yeah, I really wonder basically what's up with this. Alright, at least that's a mystery solved though. That was driving me cuckoo.
お前
本当に隠し事はしてないんだろうな。
全然知らない。本当に覚えてもなかった。
お父さん、いいじゃありませんか。何の文句があるんです？ひなこ、あんたはどう思ったの？
わかんないよ。全然わかんない。
そうよね。無理もないよ。心を落ち着けてじーっと考えてごらん。心の中のもう一人の自分にじっくりと相談するの。
私嫌だよ。
嫌だ、嫌だ、嫌だ、絶対嫌だ。
どうしたの、ひなこ？
だって私お母さんのこと嫌いなんだもん。私お母さんのこと嫌い。お母さんみたいになりたくない。
私が見えてるよね。とうとう私の声まで聞こえるようになったんだ。そんなとこに立ってないで入ったら、ちょうど話がしたかったところだから。あなたは誰なの？お願い、死んで。って言ったら、あなたは死んでくれる？どうして私に死んでほしいの？清水ひな子から生まれ変わることができるかもしれない。私以外のものになりたいってこと？どうして私として生きていたくないの？幸せなこと、辛いこと、大切なこと、嫌なこと、全部たくさん考えて絶望したから。もっと前向きな言い方をしよう。ひなのままいつまでも暮らせるわけがない。巣の中でひなのまま親鳥に食べさせてもらって、大好きなお友達といつまでも遊べる日々が永遠に続くわけがない。寒い冬が訪れれば、親鳥たちは巣を捨てて旅立つ。大好きなお友達だって飛び方を覚えた順に旅立っていく。後には誰も残らない。周りの巣はみんな空っぽに。親鳥たちも友達もみんな旅立っていってしまった。残ったのは自分だけ。やめて。今ある幸せと必ず訪れる孤独な冬をすべて足し算引き算して私なりに考えたの。やめて。嫌なの、怖いの、恐ろしいの。わかるよ。やだよね、怖いよね。でも一番怖いのはこのまま冬が。そんなの分かってる。分からない、分かりたくない、考えたくない。それでいいの。耳を塞いでわめいていることが選択でいいの？それがあんたの選択なら、私はあんたに死んでもらう容赦しないからね。嫌ならあんたが生きたいっていう覚悟を見せてよ。決意を見せて。逃げるのではなく、耳を塞ぐのではなく、しっかり私を殺してあんたが生き残って。あんたこそ 私を殺して私より幸せになれるっていう絶対の約束ができるの？怖いんでしょ本当は。怖いよ。私だってすごく怖い。でも今優しい人だっていつか変わるかもしれない。お父さんでさえ昔は笑ってたって言うんだよ。でも恐怖に怯えることは選択じゃない。目を開けろ。考えるのをやめるな。自分の幸せを誰かに決めさせるんじゃない。清水ひな子、お前はひなだが翼はある。私が勇気を与えるから。だからお前が翼をくれ。
Every time with the face falling off. Oh? Okay, let me see the key to the drawer, because I noticed that that was available now. Desk drawer key, the key to my desk drawer. I vaguely remember putting something very important inside. Bundle of letters from the drawer. When I look upon the moon, I cannot help but be reminded of your graceful form. Oh, how blessed I would be if we were gazing at the same moon right now. Awaiting your answer is nothing short of pure bliss. Scroll of welcome. Do not fear. I was once you. Scroll of welcome. Days filled with tears. Attachment cannot be forgotten so easily. Scroll of welcome. Days marked by heartache. This is not the world you know. Scroll of welcome. The cocoon you will be, the silk we shall spin. Scroll of welcome. Be reborn at your own leisure. There is no need for fear here. Diary of a Determined Boy. Mom always says that I'm not like everyone else, that I'm special. But I just want to play Biogami tops with the other kids. I want to eat the same snacks in the candy store as everyone else. I can only play with the other kids when I'm out at school, walking home, or when Mom is out. That's only a few minutes every day. Why me? Why does it just need to be me that needs to study this hard? Mom says I can do whatever I want when I'm older, but I want to play Biogami tops. I want to eat senbei. Why is it just me? I'm tired of this. I want to play with everyone. I want to try to kick the can, hide and seek in Space Wars. But Mom says I can only be heir if I have self-control. Well, when I become heir, I can do whatever I want, and I'll get everything I want. Letter from a determined youth. I finally found a reason to apply myself when it comes to studying, extracurriculars, and etiquette. I must become the perfect match for Hinako. Wanting to make Hinako my wife is the same thing as wanting to make her the happiest girl in the world anyway. It's been a while since I've left Ibisagaoka. Even so, I can remember her face as if it were only yesterday. I see you every time I close my eyes, so I have nothing to be afraid of. I can handle whatever comes my way. Scroll of welcome. Celebrate once and for all. May you live happily ever after. May we all thrive for eternity. Eternity. Okay.
純子さん。
お取り込み中ごめんなさい。ひなことほんの少しだけ話がしたいのだけれど、よろしいかしら。
では。
お姉ちゃん。
まだ生きてるのね。
うん。
しっかりなさい。
しっかりって。
未練は拙速では立てない。そう思い時間を与えたけれど、生きていてもいいなんて考えてないわよね。そんな甘えは許さない。殺せ、必ず。
もう少し外していた方がいいかな。
いいえ。お時間をありがとうございます。それではこれにて。
姉妹で語り合えたかね。
はい。
それでは行こうか。
今度こそもう後戻りはできない。
Alright, and we are back to normal here. We are near the very end of the game. Let's go ahead basically and save twice. As you probably have already saw, I did include basically new stuff that I came across while playing in between here and now on this particular one, so you should see a few new things there. Let's go ahead. Save. Save. Alright. Let's offer up a few things here. Also, I do have a new awesome Omamori I got, basically Crab, which if I'm doing focus and I use an attack, it doesn't take away durability on the weapon. So, very nice, I must say. Okay, anti-comb, offer it up. I think I only have, oh no, I have 2 slots, okay. Okay, offer up dried carcass, don't need arare. Don't need the other 2, I think. And shrine. Here we go. Don't have enough to draw another Omamori quite yet. Bandage, I don't need. Divine water. We can offer it up. Okay, and shrine. Wait, here we go. Good. Record. Excellent. Okay, let's go through. I'll be curious exactly what changes as we get to our older sister again here. Okay, nothing on both sides of the bridge. I'll admit, I totally thought that that room was the room right before this room, but it's all good. I wonder if eventually there's another boss fight on that bridge, maybe for the last ending? Okay, don't need the knife, don't need the bandage. Yeah, we're full up on that particular knife. Okay, nothing around here. Oh, wait. Forgot about these. Definitely toolkit. Grab the Higashi to offer it up. And Shrine Higashi. Save again, because that's how we roll. Okay. I think that's everything for the last point of no return. Oh, I didn't realize there was a hatchet in this tree. Let's swap out our kind of beaten up hatchet. Is that everything around here? Looks like it. Okay, I think we are good to go. Wait. Constant. Okay, that's a bandage. We don't need bandage. We're good. We're good. Alright. Nothing behind us. Not gonna bother running. So only way is forward. Interesting how they put us, like, not next to the door, but not before it. But I guess it's because the door auto opens right there. Okay. Alright, sister. What are you gonna do this time?
私は認めない。こんなの認めない。
心を沈めて消え去りなさい。あなたの存在はもはやひな子を苦しめるだけ。
ひな子、私、清水ひな子は私。いいえ、
清水ひな子はもう存在しません。帰りなさい。ここはあなたがいてよい場所ではありません。このような日に一体どこからこのようなつきものが。ひな子、今払ってあげるから少し待ちなさい。
Do we fight the sister? Every time.
お前は一体。
Okay, assume the same as usual. Bash it all up. Make the powder leak out. It's like, that's it, Hinako. This is in the real world. There are better ways to handle the situation. Those could be very expensive.
違うよ。
咲子も凛子も柊も奪い、お父さんもお母さんも。
会えないわけじゃない。子供の頃のようにいつでも会えるわけじゃないだけ。
黙れ化け物め、私を返せ。奪った全てを返せ。
ごめんね、私。でもあんたの気持ちは全て私が受け止めてあげるから。
ひなこ、この薬を飲みなさい。
Why does this feel more like I didn't purify the sword?
君はあのようなものに疲れてけなげに耐えていたのか。俺、よくもひなこに。ひなこ、もう大丈夫だ。
Shoe with a baseball bat.
どけ！どうしてそいつをかばう？お前を誰より守ると誓う俺よりどうして信じられるんだ？
シュウと一緒に昔のままの姿でずっといたかった。でも私もシュウもいつまでも同じではいられないんだ。
それは分かってる。でもどうしてそいつなんだ？どうしてだ？
シュウはいつまでも今のままでいようと言ってくれる。だけど琴雪さんは私と共に未来へ歩もうと言ってくれる。どちらも不安だった。どちらにも希望を感じた。もし本当にこの身を二つに引き裂くことができたなら、私は今だってその半分をお前の相棒として残していきたい気持ちでいるんだ。シュウ、
終われば男としてこのままにはできない。
いえ、私に話させてください。
Mr. Fox with a concussion.
俺はダメな男だ。笑って祝福するつもりでいたんだ。でもできなかった。それどころか俺はお前に薬と偽って
それは
内なる自分と対話できる薬だが、体質によっては非常に危険な薬だ。
どうしてそんなものを私に？
結婚を断って欲しかった。一番思ってるのは誰か気づいて欲しかった。
俺は何言ってんだ。相棒の大切な日を祝福できなくて何が相棒ってんだくそ。
I was about to say, poor Shu, just want to take him out for a drink, but I think he's turning into a monster.
頼む。幻滅してくれ。
That's it, the dangerous medicine. That's... that might be illegal to shoot. I think you crossed the line there.
幻滅などするもんか。
Oh, does a water dragon...
相棒に幻滅させようとするのか。いい加減にしろ。よくも今日を私たちをめちゃくちゃにしてくれたな。
俺なんかほっといて逃げろ。
戦うぞ相棒。そのおかしな宇宙人野郎を私たちでぶっ飛ばそう。
Okay, so he looks like he's possessed by the divine tree then. Yep, Tsukugami, okay. Ouch. Damn it. There we go. Just keep pounding. I do like how both these boss fights today is just like Hinako had to fight to give herself therapy, and then the two men in her life is like have to work through their issues. Keep clawing. There's probably bandage, just in case. Okay, with that. Plant. Yeah, there we go. Okay, am I?
っていう締め付けが嫌いだっただけで、だからって女に生まれたことまでも憎んだことはなかった。
俺は勘違いしてる。お前を追い詰めていたのか。お前の気持ちは目を見りゃ分かる。でも俺にはなぜ傷ついていたのか分からなかった。
違う、シュウは気づかせてくれたんだ。今お前のおかげでやっと生まれ変わることができた。だから清水ひな子はいつまでもお前と共にある。
Stamina! Ouch. Ouch. Now this gets a lot of health. There we go.
Thank you, 相棒。その言葉で俺は完成したぜ。
シュウ、ありがとう。
Kotiyuki with the.
琴行さん、俺の相棒、あんたにしばらく預けるぜ。
しばらくのつもりはないのだろう。
俺のひな子を不幸にしたら100発殴ってやるからな。
ひな子は私のものだ。もはや君のものではないね。
いいや、俺の相棒なんだから俺のだ。貸してるだけだ。
人を物扱いするな。
About to say.
私と君は世界で最も彼女のことを理解し大切にしようと思っている二人だ。良い友人になると思うのだが。
Aww. Yeah. Oh, Shu, I get it though. But Shu, come on, man. Oh, bro fist. What is this bro fist you speak of, mortal? Yeah! Best end! I love this. What? Where's his car? Bravo, bravo. My favorite ending so far. I almost feel like I could call the series on that, but like, it just raises all the questions still though of what's the fourth ending? Because the only thing left is Water Dragon. Which I feel like this coming up here has to be like But they didn't stop the water dragon, so geysers are exploding in the town and everyone's dying. But like, the fourth ending requires you to have gotten 2 endings. I'm really hoping it's not 3 endings, otherwise I might need to redo the previous 3rd ending on my own for the save file to have all in one string, but ideally not the case. I don't know if it feels like a horror game, though. Like, oh boy, I'm reminded of the argument of, like, is Soma a horror game? Because, like, Soma's a fun game, and I totally see it being horror, but I have heard the argument that, no, it's suspense. It's suspenseful, but, like, sometimes it's not scary, but, I mean, different things scare different people. Like, you know, what might be thought-provoking to one person would be horrifying to the other, and vice versa. And I get the... like, for this, I feel like in the end, there's not, like, much horror. Like, at the end, it just seems like it's a story about a girl letting go of her past as she moves on to adulthood. And how to treat that. Which, I mean, is something that everyone has to kind of go through. Like, I mean, some people go through it more than once if you move schools at all growing up. Like, you definitely kind of go through segmented parts of your life like that. And in doing so, you have to bid farewell and sacrifice old things that you once deemed to be precious. And what do you keep, what do you give up, like, all very human themes. And yes, they are scary, but I wouldn't say they're a horror game. Like, but I mean, oh boy, it's like, the geysers go off though in that, you know, in the previous ending, which implies there is a supernatural element going on here. I mean, the previous ending is very much like, you know, there was a fox god, and there's even this god. This ending kind of implies there's the other, you know, the Tsukugami god of the tree/sword. But it's like, what is subtext, what is more grounded? Like, I was discussing this with a friend, of like, I feel like Silent Hill 2 is great, because not only are the endings a bit more bittersweet, but even with the best endings, you still kind of have the entity that is Maria. And Maria is very much an anomaly that hints at the much greater, larger anomaly that is Silent Hill. Whereas this, I could kind of see people potentially glossing over anything supernatural. Maybe that's intended? But I mean, again, obviously there is still supernatural stuff. Maybe? Like, this ending had it more implied again, but like, you could totally just read it as not. I do like the fact that Kotsuki actually becomes a character. It's like, hey, he's a graduate from Mr. Fox.
そろそろ中に入ろう。肩を冷やす。
はい。
More horror, I mean, but also symbolic. So it's like, you know, not dramatization may not have happened. Like, so it's a scary scene, and you know, kind of props to like, you know, like, oh, but you know, the good end was actually a bad end, like vibes that you get in traditional horror. But when the horror is like marriage, it's just kind of like there's a slight feeling of like, am I right, my fellow guys? Married to the old ball and chain, right? Marriage. Oh boy. Which I get is a scary thing. Heck, I'm single, man, way past the age that I'll probably ever not be single. But I also don't treat marriage like the slasher in a horror movie. That said, I am a guy. The ability to not become pregnant is a blessing, and my heart goes out to all the women out there. Like, I don't know how you live with that condition of being able to become pregnant. And some people wanting that too. It's just like, man, oof. So that horror, that's a bit more empathizable, understandable. Though again, not a thing I need to really worry about as a guy. Thank goodness. And again, for some people they like it. As I always say though, it's just like, man, everyone's always like, oh, you know, and then like getting married and having kids, and oh, the miracle of childbirth, and I'm like, seriously, all these science fiction stories where the mad scientist makes life, they're the bad guys. Like, usually it's like, they tread in the realm of only gods and deities, like they're man-playing God by creating life. And then you got dumb teenagers and, you know, who are just horny, creating life, where it's just like, why is it dumb teenagers can do this, but mad scientist man can't? I mean, neither is really prepared for being a parent. Like, and if I had to choose between the two of them, I would say the mad scientist maybe more so. Like, I don't think, at that point, you just call off life. You're like, okay, neither of you. But I mean, neither, like, yeah, again, it's one of those things. It's like, what's my point here? My point is, I'm still conflicted on how much I feel about this game as a horror game. Mechanically, I've made my feelings known. Like, combat, not my cup of tea personally. Story, I mean, it's better than some of the later Silent Hill games, for sure. I just don't know if I would consider it better than, like, 1, 2, or 3 as a horror game. But I still enjoy bits of the story, though. Like, I enjoy the moral of the story. I mean, this ending in general that we just got, like, again, my favorite. I am a huge fan, as someone who has been on that side of things, of like, oh, you know, a woman can have a guy friend that she feels very, like, kinship towards, and not have to be romantic, and still get married, and like, and those two should want the same thing. The guy, the best guy friend, and the husband should want the same thing. Like, and vice versa. This basically is a guy with a very close female friend. Like, same thing. Like, you know. So I enjoy that. I enjoy the little bro fist moment there. I'm like, yeah, that's great. I love it. Love to see it. But I don't know where they're gonna go for horror from now on. Like, the first ending left so many questions of just Hina goes on drug and probably murders Shu and the others and is on the run, which was certainly a way to end the game that way. But these two endings today, yeah, it's strange. It's strange. They're both fun, but again, I don't necessarily think they're horror. They're not scary. And if anything, both of them are almost like too cheerful for a horror ending. Like, I think of horror endings, I think of, like, you know, Resident Evil 1, for example. You're leaving the helicopter. Even in the best ending, where you saved everyone you can, there are still people you did not, you just couldn't save. There's still a story of betrayal from your team. Like, it's bittersweet when you're in the helicopter and the mansion's blowing up. Alright, here we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and double check here. Okay. We are going to keep this intact as a divergence point. We're going to save over here. And up here. Okay. So in theory, basically, we could branch out if we want to, but everything looking pretty good. Yeah, okay. Alright. Thumbs up on that. Ooh, pretty. And pretty weird now think about it, but I wonder if this hints at what the next ending will be. Which, okay, let's see. We got both of these. Next up, complete 2 different full endings, which we did. Yes, which that should be either of these, right? I don't think it means that we need to complete both endings after the first. Don't take any red capsules, can do. Purify the Sacred Sword, can do. Offer the brooch. That? I'm curious what that means. But I am kind of glad that this kind of like, because it was weird that this one was like purify the sword or don't obtain it at all. Like it was kind of like, all right, that's a weird condition, but okay. Dolls are happiest when they are loved. The hell of your own choosing. I feel like these subtitles have nothing to do with the actual ending. Drown in a bottomless pit of self-doubt. That I kind of get, you know. Drug problems, sure. But okay. I'll refer to the spoiler-free guide regarding basically like, you know, because I mean we've done Don't Take Capsules and we've done Purify the Sacred Sword. Assuming that Offer the Brooch is just a new option that pops up naturally in this last playthrough, could be good. So we might do that, and then finally be done the game. I swear, I didn't mean for it to go this long, but first ending was unsatisfying, and these were so satisfying that it makes me question what is here. And the only answer I have is Water Dragon, which, this title screen, like, that's spooky. Weird, like, night lilies and weird flesh growth on a Shinto gate. Like, alright, you know, Tori, like, where are we going? Where are we going, game? Where's all this leading up to? What is your definitive ending? I am very curious. And so, we will find out next time. But alright, I have a lot of editing to do with this one, so until next time, later!